Hi, I'm Erin. I'm one of the co-founders of Ancient Harmony Healing. We're a company that was formed by 5 women, each who had a chronic illness ranging from lupus, eczema, to even fertility issues, which we healed with medical medium protocols, nature, and light energy. And it's our mission to help you heal emotionally, spiritually, and physically. I'm so excited to have you all here today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Today's topic is going to be on body issues. And I know most people have struggled with body issues, at least at some points in their life. And I know a lot of the medical medium community has probably experienced it, in addition to the chronic illness body issue images that might come up energetically for them. And I wanted to first say to anyone that's dealing with chronic illness, I've been there and I understand, and I'm going to dedicate a whole episode to energetically things that we can do around chronic illness when we're using medical medium protocols, other things and visualizations that we can do to help us recharge and help us heal faster. But this video, I am going to just be talking about the body image issues that happen when you attack yourself energetically because you feel like there's something wrong with you. So I know women especially have had a lot of issues around this. I know I have. I think the first thing that is important to know about body image issues is that it's not your fault. Okay? There is so much pitted against you in having a positive body image about yourself that it's kind of like, no wonder, So take a deep breath in and out, be like, oh, thank God this is not something that I am creating. No, it's not something you're creating. It's something you're participating in. So it's something that you kind of got swept along with, and here you are with negative body issues, and it is no fun at all. So when I see somebody that has a lot of negative body issues, what it looks like physically is that the fabric of the energy around them is bunched into these tight little bunches and tight little knots. And it can be all over the place, or it can be one big one in one place, and then that bunch of energy kind of gets necrofied. It turns dark and kind of grayish, or some of them are kind of blackish, and it feeds back to the person. So they develop a relationship with it. And what they don't realize is that this relationship that they're developing is growing into something that is sometimes can turn even semi-conscious and is actively feeding them back negative energy. So they're not only dealing with the society stuff and the stuff that other people are throwing at them, they're dealing with stuff now that is being created in their own field and feeding back to them. So, wow, right? Take another deep breath and be like, oh, it's not my fault. Because it's not. We can start growing compassion for ourselves when we let go of beating ourselves up for feeling certain ways, or beating ourselves up for not being who we think that we should be, right? Look, having negative body issues where you look at yourself and you attack yourself as if you've done something wrong can ruin your life. And this is your life. So I think the most important thing to take away from this is that it's time to stop attacking yourself. It's time to take a step back and see that there are other things at work here, other things at play. And it's not just a physical society that's feeding imagery all the time. I mean, that creates something. It creates something big. But it's not just the physical act of seeing that stuff. It's the physical act that creates something that's energetic, that's beyond what we see, that has sentience and intent and can really keep us down. And its primary goal is to distract you. What a marvelous distraction, right? Spending all our time attacking ourselves. So it doesn't even have to do that, right? Because it has you doing it for it. So it's time to come back into our bodies. It's time to reclaim what's ours. And it's time to move forward with joy in our hearts. We can look forward to tomorrow now because we understand what's going on. Whether you have some extra weight on your body or whether there's other things that you're attacking yourself for, there's a deeper part of you that knows that this is just a distraction and that you're beautiful. You're beautiful. So let's take this moment to close our eyes. Reach out to your heart center. Feel that bright, beautiful heart center. And make that light in the center of your chest grow bigger. Feel it expand until it's surrounding your entire body and cocoons you in its warmth and safety. See how any energetic knots that you have around yourself melt away in the light of your heart. See yourself as your child that's been attacked by bullies. It's been pushed around so much that it stopped seeing who it really was. Find that compassion for yourself. Find the love for yourself. And see that what seems so big and insurmountable a few moments before is just a matter of you moving your intention in a different direction. Saying, no, I've done that. I'm going to walk this way now. Now imagine that all of the situations that have hurt you around your body image are surrounding your light cocoon. You're surrounding it. And see light reach out from the cocoon in small tendrils and connect to every single one of those situations. Feel the light in your heart intensify. Feel it reach out down those tendrils and start dissolving those situations. Dissolving the negativity around those memories. And finding the jewels of light within them. And calling those jewels of light back home. Feel all of those beautiful little balls of light entering your heart again. Each one teaching you that you're beautiful and that you have better things to do with your time than attack yourself because there's nothing wrong with you. And thank all of those situations for teaching you to see yourself again. Feel the gratitude enter your heart. Feel the strength that gratitude gives you. stray, find yourself off course, you can always come back to this heart center. It will always be here for you to help you see yourself again the way that you truly are. Come back into your space. Come back into your body. And open your eyes. Now feel how your physicality feels now. Feel the flow of energy and the movement of energy. Feel how much more you can do with all this energy you've called back to you. And like we said in the meditation, whenever you get laid astray, whenever you go off course, it's as simple as coming back into this space. Now I know sometimes we get in situations where we get overwhelmed and it might be hard to find our heart center. And basically what happens is when we're going through our day, a situation will happen, we will attach our energy to that situation and might stay connected to it or take energy from it and keep it with ourselves, but it won't decompose the way the energy is supposed to. And by the end of the day, we might be filled with all this energy, filled with all these connections. I call it energy pooling. It's when you have all of this extra energy that's not really doing anything except for kind of going bad. So don't feel afraid if when you're walking through your day and you're like, oh, I want to reach into my heart space so I can heal all this really quickly. If it maybe feels like you can't in that moment, you can, trust me. It's just that sometimes it takes a little bit extra. So in those situations, if you're with somebody that's actively feeding your negative body image, get away from that relationship. If it's somebody that you're really close to, like your husband, well, there's a big talk you guys need to have. And I've been through similar talks. So I think the most important thing to remember in relationships that are feeding your own negative self-image is to question why you're engaging with that person. And you'd be surprised when you start shifting your own image, self-image, people oftentimes will shift theirs too. So a lot of times it stems from you. You're telling them how to treat you, right? But at any rate, if you're in a negative situation with a person that's feeding your negative body image, get out of there. Get out of there as soon as you can. Go outside somewhere if you can. Drive away or do something where you break the connection of whatever you're engaging with, right? And if you're in and for some reason you can't break the connection or leave right away because you just can't, you're at work or whatever, just hold on to that thought that whatever you're feeling in that moment is not true. That's not the truth. You've already connected with the truth, being that you're beautiful. But you just kind of got lost for a second, and that you will feel that feeling again. You will find that truth again. Connecting to that is really, really helpful. Another thing is that getting enough sleep, really helps. If you're doing things that are actively hurting you, like maybe drinking too much when you don't really want to, but you do anyway just because you do, or eating things that aren't good for you, you're going to give your negative self-image monster an in if you do that kind of stuff. But I think the point is that this is a journey. And the minute you decide to take a step into that journey, then all of this amazing stuff will start surrounding you, and you'll find over time that you'll let go of those negative things that you do to yourself just because you've decided to take the journey. It could happen overnight. It didn't for me. It took me a couple years to let go of consuming things and putting myself in situations that hurt me. Everybody's different. But just find joy in that. You're like, oh, I can't stop drinking this or doing that. It's okay. Take the step forward and have faith that you're going to go where you need to go. Because if you have that faith, you'll get there. Trust me, I am an expert at hurting myself with addiction, with a bunch of stuff. And most people would look at me today and think it's amazing that I'm even standing here alive in front of you. And in fact, it is. But I want to tell you that I've been there and that you can make it out. You just have to keep walking that walk. Another huge thing that I have found helpful in letting go of negative habits that kind of feed your negative self-image is medical medium protocols. If you've never heard of the medical medium, he is a New York Times best-selling author of, I think, 5 books now. 5 books. And he talks all about that kind of stuff, you know, in addiction and all this stuff. Because sometimes it's an addiction, this like hurting yourself cycle where you hurt yourself and you get down in the dumps, then you lift yourself out again, and then you hurt yourself again. And it all feeds that negative self-image thing, right? So check out his stuff. It's pretty amazing. Anyway, if you would please do a closing blessing with me, I would love that. So let's just close our eyes and imagine a big, beautiful ball of light coming out of our hearts, floating up into the sky. And the higher it goes, the larger the ball of light gets, till it grows and grows so big that you can't even see the sky. Then imagine it breaking up into 1 trillion different little balls of light, each of which goes into the heart center of every living being on this planet, including Mother Earth. Beautiful. Thank you so much. A reminder, I am doing sliding scale one-on-one intuitive life coaching sessions. You can email me at info@ancientharmonyhealing.com to find out more. And I will see you guys next week. Love you lots. Bye.